The flag goes down, the flag goes back up, the circle remains unbroken. The most basic question is the liberal push to destroy and besmirch the battle flag and white history in the southern USA a win or a loss for folkish nationalism and the other loyal right wing and center elements among the sons of the soil? Unequivocally, it is a win, a double win, in fact. It will awaken the long slumbering crackers and help to heal the divide between the Rebs and Yankees that still inhibits effective national cooperation among right wing majority people. It will start by awakening the rural poor chucks from Dixie to the Pacific to the fact that they are public enemy number one of the new American Rainbowtopia. The pot has gotten too hot and the frogs, they are a jumping. These frogs are not just any old frogs, though. They are the sleeping giant who has the potential to destroy political correctness in the modern world. Smash it like a fly they can anytime they decide to make their will a reality, like a fly. Put simply, the poor and middle class whites hold the center of the continent, control all the productive farmland or can seize it at a whim, have all the skills needed to build or destroy a modern civilization, and are the only true folk on the North American continent. All that is lacking is motivation to free ourselves from this monstrosity called multicultural and political correctness, what with its phony love, tolerance, and deadly diversity nonsense. Well, now Pharaoh wants more bricks from his majority slave or no taxpayers, and soon our Moses will be coming. And then it'll all be all about let my people go. See the book of Numbers 33:52 and the book of Joshua for more about that subject. The liberals and commies coming for the battle flag with the GOP acting the part of pimp and enablers. The open in our face hatred for whitey, especially for our women and children whom the barbarian never seemed to grow tired of victimizing. The colored crime more generally, and the housing ruling that will force the ghetto barbarians and their visceral hatred for and criminality upon the suburbs. These will almost surely be the fire under the whitey folks' backside that gets Billy and Jeb up and riled. But they will not be alone. It is one thing to talk about equality and another thing to have your schools and neighborhoods enriched by Muslim savages or Negro thugs. We wager that once the burbs get a good sized dose of equality and that ever enriching diversity, that the middle class folks will rather be helping to organize the working class majority loyal folks against the modern slave plantation called PC multiculture. The TV's lies about how much better it is to be diverse only last until you live with diversity. Then the scales fall off the eyes, and once that happens, the middle class majority will look for allies. And the only people they have are the working class of their own race, as everyone else hates them. Finally, the reality will be presented to the clueless burbs, and they will have a meeting of the minds with the white majority working class. Once the trailer parks and suburbs put aside their petty differences and start to work together, PC's days are numbered. They are counting down. The objective fact is that the liberal, commie sodomites have set the table and are busy baking the meal. You can already see it at the flag protests. Upper middle class folks surely organized the meetings, but they invited everyone that was loyal to attend and sing along. And remember, Southern whites mostly work, and if 200 could be there in the day on a work day, then there are tens of thousands of silent supporters waiting in the wings. And about that singing thing, which gives the soul wings, as it were, when you see Southerners singing songs like Can the Circle Be Unbroken in a CSA officer's uniform, they are fighting mad. See, that song is sort of a birth and funeral sort of song. So they're singing about their dead kin, themselves, and those that will come after them. That is the essence of folk, a circle that transcends the now and connects one to the past and future equally. I foresee the folkish nature of the rural southerner whites spreading as the other poor whites start to identify with the battle flag, and it takes on the entirely new meaning of us whites versus you others outside us whites. Once that breach is healed, the Reb versus Yankee tiff, then there is no force on earth that can hold us in bondage to PC or continue to force diversity upon us any longer. Fact is that many of us folks in the far west and midwest are of the same exact blood descent as the folks of the deep rural south. It is stupid for us to fight out a 175-year-old tiff that was not even our tiff then. Let the rich fight the rich men's battles, and let the rest of us loyal folks band together for the fight, eh? Thus, all in all, and by, this premature push to eradicate our white heritage, invade our homes, and kill the fires in our hearts is long term a massive win for those of us that reject modernity's absurdities, multicultural's lies, and the insane idea that mixing with barbarian, low IQ primitives enriches us in any way at all. Shall win, because the flag was taken down, but the flag will go back up, and the circle will remain unbroken. Thank you.